Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is my 4th video live stream I've done, and this is the second live stream since I decided I'm going to start teaching you guys my strategy and basic price action within the first 30 minutes to an hour of my live stream. Before we do that, though, I do want to take a look at news for the day, because we have news at 8:30. And this is going to be pretty big, and I'm going to talk to you, get news, then look at news for a bit, then probably talk again afterwards about the strategy. But this is pretty big news, because let's do a little bit of a top-down analysis that I'm probably going to repeat once we start actually trading. So with the monthly, all we've done is push these past couple of months. Besides this month, what we actually did first was we created the top wick for the month, and then we created some bottom wick. And so, you know how candle behavior works. If you create a top wick first, usually then the bottom wick goes and you continue bullish. If you create the bottom wick first, then you usually continue bullish. If you create a top wick, you usually consider bearish. And the weekly has not much of a bottom wick here. It doesn't have much of a bottom wick at all. And not just that, I'd say it respected this resistance over here. And so it's kind of like it's kind of countering what it wants to do. So like, it respected the resistance, so you think it would go back up to feel the top of the range, up to here. But because it doesn't have a bottom wick, there's a good chance it's probably gonna flip bearish. And you can see that we're at the bottom of this range here, and without much of a bottom wick. And if you look, our daily doesn't have much of a top wick, but it did create the bottom wick first. So there's also a good chance it's gonna flip bullish. So we just don't have a good sense of direction on higher time frames at all of what the market's gonna do. And so therefore, this 8:30 news CPI is gonna be very, very big in deciding what happens next. Now, I don't trade news, so what I'm probably gonna do is just wait for it to close and see what happens at 9. And then I'm probably gonna try to take some trades at 9 and a little after. But it would just be nice to figure out what it actually wants to do instead of trying to play this little guessing game today. Oh my gosh, I had my face cam on the whole time. Alright, stream over. Just gonna run through that real quick one last time. You know what, does it even flipping matter? 0 viewers, it doesn't matter. I just won't do that again. All good. It's just supposed to be practice anyways for when I do get viewers, just a little better each day. Hey, to be fair, I thought the talking about it part was spot on, even though the showing it part was not. Like, if I started watching the stream, clicked on the stream at 8 and I saw that, I'd be pretty interested, I think. Alright, so I'm going to go into the lesson for today. Today I want to talk about my strategy as a whole, but mostly the setup. And the setup is pretty specific. So if we go here, let's go to 4 hour. Where is this? Go to here. Can't go there. It's perfect. Okay, so I was trying to find a ideal spot where I would be looking at, where I would 100% take a trade, like really high win rate, really high probability chance. I'm looking for like the best scenario here, and I think I found it. I'm just gonna do a little quick markup. So first thing about these trades, which we went over yesterday, is I trade around these areas of interest, which are determined by all these resistances and reactions to the charts over here. Alright, now since we're marked up, I can show you what I mean. So let's start with 4 hour. I like starting at any 4 hour, mostly the 1 a.m. one before London, and mostly the 9 a.m. one during New York. It's just where I find the biggest moves mostly, and that's what I look for, is these giant candles. And so I start right at a 4 hour, and I just start watching it. I start looking for how it forms, and I make note. The first thing I make note of is the previous 4 hour and what it's done, and the previous daily. So previous daily was bearish. We have a lot of bearish momentum, and with this 4 hour, we have, it's where most of it is, and it went all the way down, reacted off something. You can actually probably look at that and see what it reacted off of. Could have just been a psychology number that people had in mind. Let's see. Honestly, doesn't seem like much. Well, we got a reaction way down here, and it went through all these zones, and then we got a bullish close right after. What that shows me is we ran through all of this liquidity, and we're probably done with the downside because of not only this really steep wick, but because of this previous bullish close. And so now we're just going to make note of if it has a top wick or bottom wick. It created the top wick first, which is actually not ideal. We usually want a bottom wick first, but we can just wait for the next 4-hour candle. Because I wouldn't consider this much of a 4-hour bottom wick. And so what I look for is the reversals of these. So like, if it doesn't have much of a bottom wick, I look for the creation of the bottom wick. But this one doesn't have it. Might actually be able to take a sell here, but the majority of the trade is basically just hoping for and looking for the flip within a candle and looking for the reaction off of a zone. So like, this could be a sell because we don't have a bottom wick, right? And we pushed all the way up to this weekly zone. And this is a really strong resistance. So there's a good chance we might start reacting off of it and flip back down bearish. Let's take a look at 2-hour. 2-hour doesn't have much of a bottom wick either. It's actually worse. Oh wait, we're still in the 2-hour. Let's get past this. Let's see how this reacts. Top wick. Now I can also trade around the 2-hour, but I don't ever trade around 1 hour. So like, I would never trade this candle because it doesn't follow the wick rule. It doesn't follow where it needs to have both a top wick and a bottom wick, but the 2 hours and 4 hours usually does. So I'd be looking for something like this. It's after a big move. We're touching a zone. Doesn't have much of the opposing wick. And so then I'll just drop in a higher time frame. Look for a reaction at this level. Look for a trade. Now, everything I said before was just kind of quick and not supposed to be like in depth about it. But this is what I want to talk about in depth with my setup and the pattern that I trade and what it looks like. Now, I go to 1 minute to find an entry because that's where I get the shortest stop losses. And what I look for is a break of structure. So it's something like this. It's I'm pretty sure it's a smart money concepts thing, and people also call it like a CHOCH, like CHOCH. And it's just about seeing a major shift in the market on a 1 minute scale. So like, you can see all we've done is a lot of up. What we'd want to know that we're flipping is a big break, just a big shift. And imagine if you saw this, you would know for a fact that we're shifting the structure just based off 1 minute. And that's kind of what we look for. Got a high. All right. So we got what we wanted. What I'm waiting for is to see this move. I don't think these two little bit bullish 1 minute candles will work. I think I want a bigger clean move. And if not, I just want to take the trade. I think this could work. So then I would just hop in here. I would target the lows where I want. We actually open up a new 4-hour candle. Let's look at that. Alright, so we got a creation of a bottom wick first. There's actually a little top and then bottom wick. So we got our breaker structure. And they all don't look the same. It's all very messy. It's all very sloppy. But you're just looking for a noticeable shift in the market. And we definitely got that here with this. Now, the biggest move in the setup is this. We want to see that this is mostly one move and that this is just has a lot of momentum for the downside. And all that lets us know is that we're reacting really hard to something, and we're getting a lot of sellers in the market now. And we got that. This is really bullish. This is really bullish. Bearish, I mean. And this is a little bit of consolidation, which happens. And then if that happens, I like to get a retest off that. And then I just set my stop loss on top of just this range instead of on this range instead of setting it way up here. And I just target where I think the wick will be created. Now this is also the start of a 4-hour candle now. And we got a little bit of top wick first. And then we're probably going to try to grab a deeper bottom wick. And then we're probably going to go back up to continue bullish. But the setup, this is what the setup looks like. It's a clear shift with higher highs, lower lows, or lower lows and higher highs. And then a strong move after all that to break the support and retest off of it. That's what we look for. And this is the bearish version. A strong move right here to let you know that you're shifting the structure. Now, this can look like many things. I'll look for more examples in a bit. It can look like this, right? You get the push pass down, which is the move that matters. And then you get the retest. You could have one that looks like this. Range form, higher high, then lower low. This one's a little better than the last one you saw. You could have that. You could also, it can be pretty sloppy. It can be like this. Right? And it's pretty sloppy, but you just gotta look for it when it digs down in the market, or I guess goes up in the market. The big move, and then figure out where the retest is. It's like this one. Let's say, oh, sorry, 30. Let's take a look. Alright, so we pushed all the way bullish and we stopped up at here. Which is actually is a level. You can see some reaction to that. Maybe some on the 4 hour. Yeah, you can see more on the 4 hour. So it reacted to a level. And then it's falling back down. It's gonna close. We will see where it wants to close. If it closes like at this daily, for example, or even if it gets to, there's no weekly. If it closes at this daily, that would be pretty nice. You could even close here at this daily. And based off that, when we see the 9 hour get created, if it stops at a major zone, we should expect a top work and then to fill a move down. Or, which I think is probably less likely, if it doesn't stop at a range and it stops like up here, for example, then you can expect a bottom wick and a continue up, which is, I think, way less likely. But going back to the retest, the back testing, talking about our setups, you'll notice they're all very different. You'll also get these giant moves that you just don't want to get in on, because it's like 50 or 100 pips stop loss you'd have to have, and then your TP would only be like half that, so you'd have like a 0.5 R to R, and that's not always the best. But I find in typically moves like that, you don't have to put your stop loss all the way high. You just have to put it at the height of the retest. So like this one is a pure example. This is a pretty clean breaker structure, right? Got this, and you got breaking right here. Went lower. It's a pretty clean shift of structure, and we're just getting up based off the retest, and we're putting it at the height of here. And then you'll be able to see it just straight towards TP. Now, the way I manage risk with the setup is pretty much the same. So after you go down, what I typically do is, after we get a little bullish 1 minute candle, I just put my stop loss there now, and I take all that we've already gone down as profit. And same with this little one, it'd be now down to here. And then once we get here, I would probably just keep it here and play it, see what happens. And now so I just get tapped out there. And that's the risk of the trade, but I'm typically okay with that, because a lot of times it will just continue to go down all the way, and you just want to capture the whole move. So I'm fine with taking a little less win as I could have, when a lot of times it comes down here and it just makes me more money at the end of the day. Now let's talk about the 4 hour that's currently happening. Well, I'm backtesting still, but you can see we don't have much of a top wick, and we reacted to a daily. So this is exactly what I was trying to explain before too, but we didn't get much of a bottom wick here. So this is the 5. This is the starts at 5 for me, and it's the 4 hour candle there. Typically, most reversals happen in the first hour. I can actually pull up I just went through and tested when the 4 hour mostly flips. So if it creates the bottom wick first, when it gets the top wick, or if it creates the top wick first, when it gets the bottom. And most of the time, 14 out of 22 times is is the within the first hour, and it happens after 40 minutes into the first hour of the 4-hour candle. And rarely it's in the fifth, but first, second, and fourth just is not when you're looking for the flip. But we're in the first hour, has no top work, and we are at 42 minutes in. So this is the time, and we reacted off his own. So this is the time when I'd be looking for a trade in here. And you can see we did get a little bit of a shift of structure. The question is that what we're looking for? Is that the shift we really wanted? I'd say probably not. I'd want it to close about now and then retest again. But that could be the move, and I may miss it. And that's also would be okay, because I'd rather miss the move than get in on something that's not a move. So let's just see. Yeah. So that's probably the shift structure. Now, what I would do now if I wanted to get in the trade, because I realized if I missed it, is I would just do this. This is the second setup I want to talk about. It's like this wasn't as clean of a shift structure. It wasn't big, it was really small. It wasn't really reassuring if that was actually a shift structure. And so then what I would do is I would just, after you get your shift to structure, right, you're going to get sometimes, preferably not if you're already in the trade, but you're going to get some little consolidation or a little pullback and such. And what you can simply do is enter at the height and put your stop loss right below and set TP. And you can do that again for this one, just like that. And so then you get into positions. It's a little more risky because your stop loss is way less, and it's really easy to just get tapped out. Success rate's like actually like 60%, but the risk to reward is often like 10. So you definitely end up profitable with 60% win rate after that. And that's often what I do. So I'll just get in here real easily. Right, and just see it take off still. Okay, so it's not just taking off, as you can see, which is fine. It's a 6% win rate. So what I will do is I'll just go break even and, just go break even on the trade. And then that's the second setup. And you can see that it would have played out if on a short down, it could have worked out here. Could have worked out here. Yeah. And the second it starts pushing past, just go break even. And then you're just in profits. You want to break even pretty much as soon as possible, because you don't know if it's going to start trying to draw back. You're just trying to make sure you're in the continuation of a move with the least risk possible. Alright, so that's pretty much the setups. And that was a little bit on also how to get in the setups. And now I'm just going to go back to live time and see what's happening. So it seems like we might actually get the close like we talked about. The close above the major daily resistance we have right here. And I'm just going to actually remark up everything. Coloring it red for daily. Just marking up all these levels I happen to notice. So that's probably the markup for the day. I don't see any 2 hours to mark up. We also don't have any weeklies next to us. Maybe right here? Yeah, I'll put a 2 hour right here. But that's the markup. And all we're waiting for now is the close of this 4 hour candle and seeing how the wicks, the first wick of the next 4 hour candle is formed. And then that will tell us where to take our trades. If it closes above this daily, above here, then you can expect to 100% probably make a bottom wick first and continue bullish. If it closes respecting it, then you might expect a top wick first and then a reversal going all the way down bearish. But likely this decided our, as I said earlier this morning, this probably decided our direction of everything. And so we're probably just going to continue to trend bullish, most likely, on the monthly, the weekly, and just say we respected that resistance, that monthly resistance down here. And we're just going to probably fill this whole range all the way to the top. Or at least till this major resistance. Alright, that's about it for the markup this morning and the analysis. I'm just going to wait around for a bit and try not to fall asleep. I'm done. What'd you say?
The news already came out.
Yeah, it came out 5 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago now, actually. No, wait, 20 minutes ago now. Yeah. New 4 hour candle in 10 minutes and gosh, I did not want to stream today, not gonna lie.
Well, you did what you needed to do.
Yeah. At least, even though it felt like complete dog shit.
Still having problems with that meal you had the other day.
No, the spicy stuff kind of settled down, I think.
You just couldn't get the sleep you wanted.
I got 7 hours of sleep, which I thought was enough, but
Not for you. You need like 13 every day.
I also had like a crap ton of pasta, so I thought that would help a little bit.
True. Sometimes does.
I'm about to get so much money off of today.
About to get so much money off today.
Yeah.
No.
I'm getting at least $20 today.
You mean you're gonna give the market $20?
No, I mean I'm gonna take $20. And then all I gotta do is do that 3 more times, and then, oh, look at me. I proved you wrong. I can double my account. I'm just such a sleepy poo-poo. Oh gosh, I'm definitely sore from the gym. Oh, I didn't even realize. Until I just try to sit up straight. I know what Downvo took. I know Downvo trades news. I'm pretty sure. The more and more I've been watching Donvo recently, I've been going through his lives, mostly just yesterday and the day before. He actually, like, is starting to make sense, not gonna lie. Like, full nonsense. He's not as crazy as he just looks for really weird things. Like, candle closes is where a candle closes, even if there's not a bearish right afterwards, is a resistance to him. Which is really weird. He has just like a lot of little tiny things that I'm not used to seeing.
Just a little quirky
Yeah.
trader.
Minute candle opening, right? So if this is the high in the 15-minute candle, if the 4 candle were to pull back, this 15 will flip bearish, right? So if it doesn't activate, it's gonna flip bearish. If it activates, clean traffic up for the rest of the 4 candle. But this is the buy stop that I have. It's not a buy position. Don't mark execute because you think you might have a better entry. Make sure the entry is the buy stop because it must break the highs for this to be valid. All right, but this is like complete clean traffic. Do that. It's clean traffic too, right? Right, the least. Not bad trade. The high is 32.64. But looks like it may get activated here, chat. Shall we stack 7 here?
You see anything about going to set up today?
All right, cool. So activating bias with chat. Gone
What'd
to
you say?
bias here as it came up to
You see anything potentially setting up today?
Well, like I always love trading after big moves like this. Just because it makes for such easy, clean traffic one way or another.
Yeah.
It's either going to do a nice retrace or it's going to do a nice continuation. This one looks like a nice continuation, so I'm hoping for a nice bottom wick and a clean traffic up, which if that's the case, then There's a lot of clean traffic up. So I do see something happening. I usually always have a trade, it's just whether or not I have the balls to take it.
Sure.
Break the highs there. Stops in this case are going to be the 30-minute lows there. So it's going to be down here at 23.14. TP is going to be, I think, 23.26. Sorry, 23.36.90. That's your overall TP. But pay close attention to 34 levels. That level could be very key here. And did my order send in the channel? I did, right? Yeah, I did. Cool. And then stop loss is going to be down here, chat. All right. This is what you're looking at. Pay attention to this. This is clean traffic till here. You bump to minor resistance at 34, but again, 34 you're risk free. TP is up here because that's what price shows you that it's clean traffic till, right? So just if it breaks the lows, I'm assuming it's gonna come back down and pull back for the 5-minute closure. I don't know about TP. There's still some minor resistance level. If it flips bullish, we can trail to the flip, but I'll have to half, show my stops and profits. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. I mean, we do a lot of things, I get it. Yeah. We're gonna go based off trading view today or MT5. But then I looked left in the 1 hour time frame, which I didn't see in the 1 hour the whole entire time where the news came out. The moment I saw the 1 hour time frame, I'm like, okay, well, it looks like you have clean traffic to TP here at 23.36. It looks like that's like a 36. I didn't see it always because we wait for price action to kick in, right? And in this case here,
You took a buy. Yeah. His setup's kind of weird too. He's like, with this, he said it's either going to do a reversal or it's going to do a continuation, which was like obvious. I don't know why. Like, it's freaking news. I feel like that's what happens, right? But
Well, he's Don Vosten. He can make an argument for a trade either way.
yeah, that's what I was
at
about to
any
say.
given point.
Yeah.
Whether or not he believes in those supporting things too, different story.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he just did. And he was like, I'm putting a buy stop up here, so once it touches this, it's gonna continue going. And then like halfway through, he's like, yeah, buy stop's gone, I'm just gonna get in now. Once he started the 1 minute start tinkling up. And then like, if it did the opposite and it went down, you probably would have sell limits right on the bottom of this thing. He just, the way I think the biggest thing he has on me, besides experience, but like the biggest thing he sees that I still can't see from watching him is marking up his levels. He finds like the tiniest, weirdest levels for them to be important for him. It's like, which would never even be that important for my strategy, but it's just like, how the heck did he like to even like see that, and why does he think it's important?
Yeah, you know, if he traded nothing but gold for the past 3-4 years, he'd probably be pretty locked into those two.
It's also funny to see how happy he gets for winning like 10 pips.
Yeah.
With like
those 10 pips.
yeah, with like 100 pip stop loss. It's just hilarious.
The chat spam up 10 billion W. It is a pretty rewarding thing to take a trade as a community and everyone makes money, I will say.
Yeah. I don't want to say I disagree, and because I see it, but it's like, if you think about the flip side, it just ruins it for me. Like, oh, you took a losing trade, your first losing trade, like, in a week, and everyone's so upset because they lost money, you know? And they over-risked and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah,
And then plus, like the fact that they just like all like copied me and took the same trade, like, and would never come to it by themselves. The same people who lost, who get upset when they lost, it just like kind of ruins it. But I understand it as a whole. Oh wow, wowie dowsy, wowie cowie. Alrighty. Alrighty then.
You sneeze.
You sneeze that sneeze. He sneezed into the air. It fell back down. He don't know where.
Where's that from?
Song drops. It's just a
What?
cute little. It's just a cute little song.
From school?
No, it's like song drops is a little. It's something I think I don't want to say early 2000s, but like 2010, a little maybe a little after. It was just like tons of like little funny songs. Like they came up with this also one like Octo the Octopus driving in Morocco down a busy road in his purple turbo. It's just a kid thing. Just lots of funny songs for kids.
Okay.
I was just raised on it, so anytime someone mentions sneezing, that song popped up in my head. But I forgot the lyrics, which is kind of upsets me.
Yeah. Kinda ruins the point there, huh? Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I plugged my keyboard into a different USB slot,
Uh
and it's working flawlessly.
huh. Ooh.
So yeah, I think the problem is got to be that, and not my keyboard. So I'm happy about it. So that means I
Yeah.
was actually lagging when I was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay then. Okay. Well,
yeah.
this. Wait. Doing that? Wait. Mike, it. Give me some. Makes sense.
Juice. Give me
Yeah.
some juice.
The market needs to make sense. That is one thing about backtesting versus live trading. Is like every minute is like information in my head, to like I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Whereas backtesting, it's like I would go by 15 minutes of just it like moving, ticking up and down, and I would just not give a frick.
Yep. I know that. Feel like
Yeah, like it might create a yeah.
how backtesting plays the candles. It's like if you don't even, there's no value in watching a 1 minute candle because it just
Yeah.
happens way too quick.
Like no tick data. If FX had tick data, no tick. If it had tick data, it'd be like the best thing ever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Easy peasy.
All right. Well, hopefully we can get this 4-hour candle, get a top wick up to at least this 4-hour, this level up here. Maybe the daily, which would also be nice. And then a breaker structure flipped for the downside, a little reversal. I might trade at 1-2 today, actually. Depending on how this 4-hour candle closes. Might set if it closes bearish. I'll trade the next candle and also try to get a sell.
Boom. What is going on here? No way I just did that, man.
Sometimes chess is too easy, sometimes chess is too hard. You hear? Guess
Oh,
not.
oops. Michael News.
Oh. Did you see the game?
Uh-uh.
Chess is too easy, chess is sometimes too hard. It's insane.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Did almost everything perfect but one move. And I don't understand why it's not a good move. Let me take a look at the markets real quick.
Oh, you have like no delay right now.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So I'm actually started pulling it up on YouTube so I can watch it myself. Yeah, there's no delay. It's pretty sweet, huh?
It's pretty cool.
So 4 hours actually playing out exactly how I would want it to, which is awesome. So we stopped at this daily resistance, and now we're getting a top wick just to slingshot down once we touch this 4 hour or this daily resist and create a nice bearish wick. At least touching here, but hopefully touching like right here. Easy
I knew
reversal.
the 4 hour was wanting to come back up into this range. I just seen it yesterday.
Yeah.
That's too much bearish movement for not to be biased. So
Yeah.
get that.
Were you watching the stream?
I'm watching it now.
Did you turn it on like more than 5 minutes ago?
No.
Oh. I had someone watch me the whole time I was playing chess. I'm pretty excited for the sell though. I just gotta get the 1 minute brick structure and then it's gonna be easy. Seems like we reacted pretty hard to that. Not 4 hour, but it's so early into the 1 hour candle. I don't want to take it. So scary. I'm hoping you can continue up and touch that daily resistance first, and then continue down for the bearish.
Oh yeah.
That's a really hard move. It's technically a blunder, but no one would have found that in 1,000 years.
That's algorithm AI for you.
When I have a really good game, I love dwelling on it because it's just like I played everything perfect. be fair, this guy did blunder a couple pawns. But still, it's so sweet. Yeah, it's so smooth still, even though I'm on high latency. That's just what good Wi-Fi and good CPU does, huh?
Most of the internet.
Yeah, mostly the internet. I was saying that I guess it is just internet actually. It's not like the software's running any harder. The hardware, I mean.
If you see that, give it some credit.
What'd you say?
You just gave it some credit because you still need some PC.
I just like the PC, that's all. It's just satisfying to look over and see CPU 2% usage. It's just
play
pretty.
a game and look at it.
We might be getting the break of structure right now, which kind of worries me. I don't like that. I almost wanted to cheat and use Donvo. Figure out if he says it's gonna go bearish at all. Just like for the heck of it, you know?
Why would it be cheating?
It's not really cheating, but it's just, it messes me up when I do that.
Messes you up. But don't do it.
Oh, I still have my trade up here.
Trade taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Maybe that's why someone was on. He's like trying to go through all my videos and figuring out where all my the past and be like, why did he take this trade?
he's a
I,
liar.
d- I do that a lot with people, and then I find out they lied, and I was like, I get upset.
So you're a liar, just like the people you despise.
I become what I've despised.
Anytime I hear that, I think of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting
Mm-hmm.
in the lava. Something like, you vowed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
I am not a Star Wars person. I have no idea how it goes. Man, I'm in a pickle. I don't know what to do. I'm just out of moves, it feels like.
As someone who enjoys anime, it amazes me that you can't get into the story.
But I can't get into Star Wars?
Yeah.
Why does that amaze you?
a story you would find in an anime.
Oh, I don't like sci-fi. Yeah, I just don't like sci-fi that much. That's all it is. It's nothing against like it's nothing against
What do you know of Star Wars that makes you think it's sci-fi?
what makes you think of Star Wars that makes you think it's not? What?
Literally all of it.
You know what sci-fi is, right?
Yeah.
Like you know the death
I know the what?
definition, right? Like
Yeah.
sciencey stuff.
Science fiction.
way, way better than what I said, but yeah. Shoot, you're making me lose.
There's certainly aspects that are like weird and goofy when it comes to
Yeah.
that, but the overall story is not that whatsoever. In my opinion, the whole entire story has everything to do with
Oh gosh. That's what I get for talking.
has everything to do with you're opened up to the entire world, the entire universe, and there's problems everywhere.
Yeah.
There's people in that universe that have the power and want to use the power to literally destroy everything. So, the story is about everyone being peaceful, trying to make that happen.
Yeah.
But it's done in a really good way.
Shoot. Man, I was doing so good against the highest rated player I've ever played. Wow.
The polarity of chess. I guess the duality of chess.
Alright, might get in a trade soon. Forget how many pips this is.
Did you even install your calculator?
Yes, obviously.
Definitely not. You just gonna type in a random number and hope that it's right.
No. What? That is not the spread or commission right now.
Holy
I've
cow.
never seen this happen.
What is that?
I just gotta make some of it back, I guess. Oh,
Oh my. Yeah, you should have the ask price on there so it shows spread. Wow, that's incredible.
do you remember how to do that? I'm gonna have to look it up, huh?
Just ask price. Hopefully you don't margin your account. That's gotta be like 200 pips.
Oh, it's way more than that.
I would get customer service on the line. ASAP, bro.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my trade's working out. Whoop-de-doo. Doesn't even matter.
I've never seen that. That is wild.
Try. Is that right?
That's what you get for not telling me everything. To be fair.
Try 220 pips.
220 pips. That's the spread.
No, that's not the spread. Ask price right now is not that.
So what's the deal?
I don't know.
It's a good thing this is on stream so I can go back and watch it.
What time did it take this?
Did you accidentally press sell earlier?
Hey, what?
Will you be able to help
Hurry.
me?
He just wanted to say hi to stream. Just joking. Gosh dang. And look at my beautiful trade.
It is a nice trade, but you got royally messed up. You better hope for your sake that you can hold a runner. And it makes up some of that deficit.
Okay, well, if I do lose this trade and lose all this money, I just want to say that this is doesn't count. I don't have to get $150 off of this anymore.
Of course it does. What do you mean?
What do you mean? This is like a freak accident.
I'm thinking you pressed sell earlier.
Yeah, I traded this morning at 5. Is that what time does it say? This says I took this trade at 13:03. What? That's freaking 2 in the afternoon, isn't it? 1 in the afternoon.
13? Yeah, that's 1 p.m.
I wasn't on at 1 p.m. I literally traded just this morning at 5. I would have seen if I was in a trade since 1 p.m.
Yeah, you would have.
Oh, my price is.
It seems like a broker issue more than anything, but we can watch stream back.
Yeah, we'll have to.
And when you contact customer service, you could tell them, hey, I have this recorded, but I don't know what happened. But if you want to review it.
Gosh dang. I just want yogurt now. I just don't even care. I just want yogurt. And I just want to forget this happened.
You should not eat dairy right now.
Why not? Huh?
You know what happens when you eat dairy. Just warning for your own good.
Well, I have $25 left to free margin, so until I get margin called.
That's good. You got some room.
I'm gonna sue them, even though they're an unregulated broker.
Yeah, good luck.
Across these. Man, this just sucks.
Imagine how many lawsuits they face on a daily.
Okay, back. And yes, I'm getting yogurt. Alright, I hear. I wonder if I want to make it back, because if I make it back, she's gonna be like, "Well, you made all your money back, so what's the issue?"
Yeah? What's the issue?
That I would be in $50 of profit.
Listen, I'm not making any decisions until I watch stream back.
I agree. About to hit my TP.
Good.
I'm literally up $20 right now.
That's so sad. indication that it'll come back down all the way to it?
No, it's gonna stop in like
Now you'd probably be taking it.
yeah. It's about to hit the first support I'd take out right now.
Way
Gosh,
shoot.
dang. I literally called 100 pips of the market. And this
Yeah.
is happening. 100 pips, up 33% of my account, and this is happening.
Pretty bittersweet, if you ask me.
I don't think it's reasonable to hold. I think I should just take my profits instead of trying to hope it just comes down. Here's what I'll do.
I mean, what?
I said here's what I'll do.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
I'll stick here a little something. Yeah, it's touching the bottom of this range that it just broke into. There's no reason it'd want to get past down here.
That's
Lucky it
what
got
I'm
as far as it did. And tapped out. Alright, rewatch the stream.
Yeah, well.
Woohoo! Would have been up plus 20 bucks. That makes me scared, because what if that was $1 million I had in here? $1,000, $2,000, $10,000.
You were already in the trade when you were thinking about going into one, by the way.
Wait, now, okay, I'm gonna rewatch the stream. What? The
Yeah.
flip?
You were already in when you decided. I don't know what you did. So yeah, I don't know if this is something you can blame on the broker.
The entry was before news, so it was before this. I didn't even have MetaTrader open, I don't think. Oh yeah, I did.
It was in the back. I saw it in the background.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Definitely something you did. I'm thinking that the time is not our time, but the broker's time, and that you accidentally placed the trade when you went to bed.
That's possible. I might have not just have closed it. I'm still gonna double my account. I'm still getting $250. Gosh, I'm gonna be
Okay.
so paranoid of that every single day now.
You can turn off one click trading.
I don't think it's that I. Wait, let me do this account history. Yeah, I just forgot to close it.
You forgot to close your trade from earlier.
Yep.
No, I
'Cause
get
looking at I thought if you close the broker, it closes the trade.
you. No, no way.
Okay.
That's
I didn't
network
think that. I
effect.
didn't think that. I thought I pressed X. I didn't think that, but I assumed that what would happen. So I never had fear.
Yeah, that's a network safety thing. Like if you're in a long trade, for example,
Yeah.
it doesn't just take you out of the trade.
Yeah.
Or premature.
Well, could have held longer. God. Ah. Do you know how rich I'd be right now? I
You'd be at
literally would
what?
have only had to get $40 more, $50 more.
Hey, you can still put on your trade that your stream that you managed to plus whatever pick to win.
Frick that. I'm ending stream. God dang. Gosh freaking dang it. That was such a good trade. My analysis, my everything was spot on.
Yeah, you did good today. You did good today, champ.
Oh gosh. I don't even care. I don't even care. Do you know why?
Boy.
Because 50 damn bucks. I can make that back in freaking doing anything.
That's not the issue. It's the fact that you won like 100 pips and you just weren't rewarded for it. Did you think you ended stream?
Yeah, I did.
No, you haven't. You're still live.
Yeah, I know I'm not, but I thought I was. I thought I clicked market execute, but I think it just took me to the trade page. Maybe I clicked the trade page and I just saw where I was down. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I clicked wrong buttons. I'm a wrong button clicker. I'm a boomer. That's what happens
No,
when
I'm
you're a boomer.
saying your YouTube live stream.
What?
Your YouTube live stream.
What about it?
I thought you ended it.
Oh no, not yet. I forgot. Yeah, I'm done with this live stream. I'm upset. I lost money. Boo. Even though I was in such a good trade. Ugh. Breaks your heart.
Breaks You little whore.
I want another yogurt. God dang it.
I'm glad I'm not with you right now.
It's not that bad. It's just a yogurt.
Listen. I know.
Hey, it's not bad. I'm making sure to bring like 10 go-gurts next time I hang out with you.
You can do that, and I'm gonna have your seat mounted on top of the vehicle.
I'm ending YouTube for real. Bye, YouTube. Bye, 0 viewers. I got 1 view. That was nice. Someone new clicked on. Good thing he didn't see this disgracement. Disgrace? Yeah, disgracement. That's a word.
He'd be up 100 pips.
Gosh dang it. That's like mind-boggling.